Sports Mix. Yeah, you in the mix, rockin' with Kenny. When it comes to news, man, he got plenty. You in the Sports Mix with Kenny, news and knowledge. A lot of dope techniques make kids become scholars. You need to tune in, a lot of hot topics. When it comes to sports, Kenny sound like a prophet. You in the mix, man, you in the mix. Plus he keep you up on all the hottest trends. Plus you never know who he has as a guest. So grab a cold one, man, and just tune in. You in the mix, man, you in the mix. You in the mix, Sports Mix. You in the mix, rockin' with Kenny. When it comes to news, man, he got plenty. You in the mix, man, you in the mix. You in the mix, Sports Mix. You in the mix, you rockin' with Kenny. When it comes to news, man, he got plenty.
Yes, sir. Sports Mix. With Kenny in the building. Man, Dino, what's up, homie?
Hey, we up in here. We here.
We back.
Mm-hmm.
In the hood. Summertime.
Yeah.
People just celebrated the 4th of July, I guess. You know, whatever floats your boat.
Right.
You know, those that celebrate the Independence Day. You know, I hope you had a safe one. Enjoy.
It was hot.
Fireworks. Yeah, it was definitely hot. It definitely was hot out this month.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad, hope y'all had a safe one. Hope y'all enjoyed, spend some time with your families and got to see the kids and
that's right.
Got to the swimming pool and cookouts.
Yeah, all of that.
Eat some ribs and chicken and all them goodies that y'all eat on these special days. Spend time with the family is the most important thing.
Yeah, I agree.
Not just a day off from work. And holiday fell on a Saturday this year, so hope a lot of people was off anyway. Got to spend some time with the people, man, and enjoyed and hopefully the rain didn't rain out your festivities. As there was a lot of weather. Like you said, you dealt with the heat during the day.
Yeah.
And then in the evening time, the rain came and thunderstorms. I heard some people lost power and everything.
Oh yeah. That's what they said.
People lost power and everything. So yeah, we out here, man. We here.
A lot of fireworks got canceled.
Just so everybody know, there is another holiday coming up this month. The birth of myself, major holiday here, July 21st. And, I got the cash app if y'all want to contribute to the birthday fund.
That's right.
And the anniversary fund, if you will.
That's right.
The birth anniversary fund is up. If y'all want to contribute, say happy birthday to your boy.
Mm-hmm.
A little early, about what's today's date?
7th.
So yeah, well, 2 weeks. 2 weeks
Couple
exactly.
Couple weeks.
2 weeks from today, and there will not be a show in 2 weeks. So, the Cash App is up now if you want to contribute. But thank you all, for tuning in.
Yeah, absolutely.
As we told y'all a couple weeks ago, summertime is kind of light. We definitely ain't gonna be doing shows every week. It's we don't talk a lot of baseball. We kind of getting geared up for the football season. We expecting big things this year from the Ravens, and we do our Ravens talk every Tuesday.
Absolutely.
After the games, so we're doing that again this season coming up. And we talk over NFL as well, but we Ravens heavy on the Tuesday after the game week. And we also the team down 95, the NBA team down 95, down the Parkway, if you will, has piqued our interest. And y'all that's been tuned in know that we we've been on their necks a little bit, and I had a theme running. And let me just show y'all the theme, because the theme is still relevant. Because they ain't don't mess this up. don't mess this up now. They ain't had no games yet. You know what I'm saying? Ain't been no games yet. And we just, we excited about the draft and free agency.
Right.
They made a couple trades and stuff. And we're gonna talk about all that. But the thing from the Sports Mix, do not mess this up. The Summer League is kicking off this week, I believe. In Vegas, the Vegas Summer League kicks off the 9th, Thursday. And I'll definitely be tuned in to those games. We again, man, we are excited about the Wizards. This is the first time I think I've ever been able to say that.
It's been a long time.
In June for sure.
Any excitement coming there? I ain't been excited about them since what? I mean, you might have got a little excited when they had John Wall and Bradley Beal, a little bit,
Slightly.
I was excited when I saw my man drop 60 on the Lakers and Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
Gilbert. Yeah, but you pretty much had to go back to Chris Webber.
Well, Jordan had some excitement in town.
Oh, let's not forget about that guy.
Yeah, Jordan brought a little excitement,
Yeah, it's sometimes it's tough to even mention his name, with the Wizards, but
I want to make sure that we mention him, because there are folks that act like Jordan fans don't count the Wizards years. I count them.
Right. Oh yeah, big time.
Because I watched every game. I was tuned in.
I was tuned in.
Yeah, but to the current Wizards, don't mess this up.
Nah.
No. Do not mess this up, man. Y'all, you got some momentum. There's some buzz. There's some excitement.
Yes.
And it's not just coming from us.
No.
There's some excitement around. Goddamn, me and Dean looking at the season ticket plans.
Yeah, we checking it out.
We just looking now.
We looking. It's just looking right now.
Committed yet?
No.
We looking. We taking a look. We taking a peek at the prices over there.
We got our eye on them.
Yeah,
for sure.
For sure. Hey, no doubt. So Wizards, Washington Wizards, please don't mess this up. And I'm gonna keep saying this until it's not messed up.
Right.
So that's gonna be the running theme. But don't mess this up. Yeah, so it's a lot of it's the draft was 2 weeks ago. We talked about the draft last time we was on. As a matter of fact, we did the show as the draft was going on.
Yes.
I was recording from Studio B that night in the Sports Mix Studios.
That's right.
We was in Studio B. I was in Studio B, at the Sports Mix Studios here in good old Towson, Maryland.
Yes.
And we watched up until I guess pick 20.
Yeah, we hung in there for a good little while.
Yeah, we was live from pick 20. We started an hour early.
Most of the first round.
Yeah, we started a little early. We did a little pre-talk and kind of some things we was expecting to see, and just some talked about some previous draft stuff, and we had a little pre-show, and then we was able to watch the picks as they came up, and we talked about them live, and that was fun, man. It was good, interesting to do it that way, and we got a lot of feedback, from folks that were watching and tuned in, so that was a good night, man. And since that night, the league new year has started. Once I guess July 1st starts, the NBA New Year, as they call it, starts, and that's when a lot of the free agency starts, and you see guys moving around, and they start making these trades because salary. Some of the trades become official trades that may have been made a couple of weeks before and stuff like that. So it's been a lot of movement in the NBA, and this is kind of that period where teams start to retool and they come into the season with a little hope. You starting off this year, you're moving some pieces around, you're hopefully improving your roster. Free agency is happening right now. Like I say, trades are happening, free agency. So it's a time when the slate is even, everybody's 0-0, and eyes on getting to the playoffs, and once you're in the dance, anything can happen.
Mm-hmm.
So the goal is to get to the playoffs and take your best shot. So we are we Baltimore guys, and we don't have an NBA team, and the Wizards are the closest team to us, formerly of Baltimore, I may add.
Yeah.
Formerly the Baltimore Bullets. But they are the closest team to us, and we kind of, we got the access to those games on the cable networks and stuff like that. So it'd be natural, kind of the team you can follow, closest team to you. You get to the arena in 35, 40 minutes, something like that. And we took some interest in them.
Mm-hmm.
Dean a little more so than me.
Yeah.
But over the last few shows, if you've been watching, we definitely been, as I've been saying, don't mess this up. Don't mess this up, Wizards. And they got the number 1 draft pick. They drafted young AJ Debinster. I hope I'm not jacking his name up. Young fella, man, clearly the most talented player in the draft, from the experts,
mm-hmm.
from all the experts. He's clearly the number 1 pick. There was a lot of debate early on because Utah had the number 2 pick, and he played at the University of Utah. Would he want to play professionally in Utah? Would he want to stay in Utah? And there was a lot of talk about, the Wizards going to trade the pick. It's flop pitch with Utah and all this kind of stuff. But they held strong. They kept the pick. They drafted AJ. And he seems to be excited about being here from everything I've seen.
Yes.
All of the video, and they got him out in the community already. He was out with John Wall when they dedicated the court to John Wall a couple weeks ago. And AJ was on hand for that. I saw some video of him working out, him and Juju, doing some drills, in anticipation for the NBA Summer League, which starts Thursday. So AJ is in town, man. I think he signed his rookie deal already, so he's on. He's signed, sealed, and delivered. And we don't have to deal with holding out anymore, pretty much, because the rookie contracts are pretty much slotted, and they pretty much already written out. I guess they work out some little amount of details here and there, but the contract is the contract. He signed. He's delivered. He's here, and he's signed with the team. Now he's not here, but you know what I'm saying. I don't want to make it too. So just since we was on last, and we gonna start with the Wizards. We gonna start it with the Wiz. They made it very clear that they are not trading AD. They made that very clear. The AD is not on the market at all, and you haven't heard anything from him. I know that he has until August at some point where he can kind of redo his deal, something like that. I don't know exactly what the what the situation is with him. Amen. There you go. My fault there. I took you out. Trying to get my graphics up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but AJ, I mean, not AJ. AD. Get my A's mixed up. AD is in the fold, so it looks like he's here. They're not looking to move him this year. He looks like he wants to be here in DC, which, you know, it's been a long time since we've been able to say somebody wants to be here. You know what I mean? It's been a long time since we've said that. You know, so what you know? What's your thoughts?
Well,
on the movement so far?
Well, I mean, you know, as you mentioned, we've been keeping an eye on this franchise, and you know, we gave very good reason why we haven't really paid them much attention over the years. We looked at them as being a poorly run franchise.
Yes.
We just was not happy with what was going on down there in DC with these Wizards. You know, we sort of honed in on Wes.
Yes.
And it's funny, you know, I was just reading. Of course, he's a Hall of Fame player, but it says here, after his retirement as a player, Wes Unseld wasn't nearly as successful as a head coach and executive. In 1981, he moved into a front office position as Bullets vice president for 6 years before being named head coach in 1988. He resigned following the 1994 season with a 202 wins and 345 loss record. That's a 36% winning percentage in the regular season. Unseld became the general manager in 1996. They were renamed the Wizards in 97 and served in that role for 7 years. His team, let me make sure you hear this now. His team advanced to the playoffs once during his tenure. Wait a minute, let me run that back one more time. His team advanced to the playoff once during his tenure as GM and failed to win a single game.
That's when they ran into MJ, wasn't it?
That's when they ran into MJ. So now you see what was going on with the Wizards and why Big Kenny and Deanie O'Hare didn't give a damn about the Wizards over the years. I mean, we didn't give a damn. The game, all we had to do was click the remote and they were on.
Yeah.
And we didn't do that until MJ came to town.
Yeah, that pretty much.
And when MJ came, we watched every game. So, you know, so that gets us here. Kenny just ran it down. Please don't mess this up. And that's where we at. Don't mess this up. But we do have some excitement bubbling up in our hearts right now for this Wizards team. And he kind of ran it down. And that was the big questions. Okay, what was they going to do with that number 1 pick? Were they going to trade it? Or were they going to trade AD?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Kenny
talked about both of those things. Those were the main things. It might have been a little bit of question about the point guard, Trey. But
Trey,
they re-signed Trey.
Trey, yeah.
With a fat contract.
Trey looking good.
Trey looking good with that money. Man, that was a fat contract.
And Trey's talking good about being here.
He wanted to be here.
Like he wants to be here.
He wants to be here. So it's looking like that's 2 all-star. These guys were all-stars that want to be in DC with the Wizards.
And we're not talking about doing Howard's homecoming either.
No, man, no.
You know, that was pretty much the big event in DC.
Yeah. Make it over there during homecoming week.
They want to be here throughout the winter.
That's right. Legendary Howard University.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. The excitement is DC is bubbling. DC is bubbling right now, man. And
Oh yeah.
DC is
They
bubbling.
have to be. They have to be right now.
And yeah, they again, they have not given us a lot to cheer about in the last 20 some years.
Yeah.
Jordan had been here it's been over 20 years since he was here.
Yeah, how about that?
And they weren't even playoff teams in those years that he was here.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? They weren't even playoff contenders during those times. So, you know, this the level of excitement, and I want to get this kid's name right, young fella, Michael Winger. Michael Winger, the general manager. He's running the show down there.
Yeah.
Young fella, young to me. You know, but he cut his teeth over there with OKC Thunder in that organization, and we kind of see what they've done.
That championship organization.
You know, and just the way that they built their team through trade, and they have a plethora of draft picks, so they always got, you know, options. You know, we can either trade away some of these picks, or we can keep the picks and trade some of these players. You know, So I'm kind of keeping my eye on how he's running things. And look, he's been here since 2023. So he's taken a couple years to kind of revamp the organization. You know, he's moved some players out of here, and he's brought in some players, you know what I mean? And like when they traded for AD and when they traded for Trae Young, I immediately thought this is typical Wizards behavior. You know, they're going to get these guys here. They'll be here a year maybe, and then they'll be out of here.
Right.
You know, or they was, you know, salary dumped. The other team wanted to dump some salary, so call Washington. And that's what I thought it was, man. But like Trae Young, man, has said it. He said, listen, I want to be there. I want to, you know, when he was on the podcast, I can't remember which one, but he said, you know, what's everybody going to say when the Wizards are number one in the East next year?
Right.
And I said, man, somebody send him to LabCorp and get his blood checked or something, man. We'll make sure he ain't been smoking, because
exactly
the Wizards number one in the East.
Right.
Well, you know, he kept saying him and AD, me and AD.
Yeah.
And this was when all the trade talk was going on. Everybody was talking about AD was getting up out of there. You know, so I am excited is an understatement. You know, I'm no. Let me pull that back. Let me pull that back a little bit. I'm intrigued.
Mm-hmm. That's a good word.
I'm intrigued. I'm, you know, digging into my Webster's, you know, putting this college degree to work.
Yeah.
You know, my you know, the years of education. You know, I can use a few words that I don't use on a daily basis. I'm intrigued. Intrigued by what's going on down there in DC. You know, we here at the Sports Mix are excited.
Yes, we are.
You know, we excited. I got to give the credit to my man Dean. You know,
yeah,
he was a little more excited than I was.
Absolutely.
To start. You know what I mean? I was kind of like, man, I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. He's still with us, man. You know. I don't know, man. You know? But you know, Dean is you know, Dean does his homework.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
He you know, he was reading some stuff off, and it kind of you know, kind of took me off the ledge a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, y'all show Dean some love, man, because you know,
yeah, man.
He talked Coach Kenny off the ledge a little bit. Man, yeah, come on, Ken, man, you know.
Yeah, I got Coach Kenny looking at some packages now down there in DC. You heard him. He used that word intrigued.
Yeah, I'm intrigued.
He's intrigued, man. He's seeing the moves they're making. One of his he's a Georgetown guy, and Big Pat
Yeah, Big Pat is
came on
back.
board. He's back.
Big Pat is back.
He is back, and I'm not sure, man. I know they was throwing Westbrook's name around. What did they do anything with that?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. But I got the trade. I got one trade up on the screen here.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
traded for DeAndre Ayton.
Ayton.
And I know there's a lot of people, man, that the expectation level for DeAndre is very low.
Yeah.
He played himself into a contract when he was Phoenix. The year they went to the finals, he played very well that season, and he had CP3, which is always good as a big guy to have a good point guard. So he had CP3, and CP3 helped that man get paid. He went to Portland. Didn't do too well in Portland, and he went to the Lakers, and he was with the Lakers 1 or 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just the whole Lakers team to me just was poorly put together.
Yeah.
And we gonna talk about the Lakers in a minute.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I don't know what's going on out there in LA. I know Magic Johnson is rolling over in his grave. I don't know. I know he's not happy about what's going on with the Lakers, man. This is craziness.
we not trying to put Magic in the grave now.
God damn it, Magic and Pat Riley and
oh yeah, man.
Oh my goodness, man.
Yeah.
And I know they turned their season tickets in, man. They remove my statue from in front of this building, man.
They pissed.
What is going on with the Lakers, man?
We can say Kobe rolling over in his grave.
Yeah, we can say that. Respect.
Jerry West.
Respect,
guys. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Rest in peace to those guys.
Yeah. God damn. Yeah, but I'm gonna get back to the Lakers. Because we intrigued about the Wizards right now.
Yeah.
Intrigued.
That's right. We on the East Coast. We talking about these Wizards.
Yeah, intrigued. I like saying that.
No, that's a good word. That's a very good word.
It even rolled off my tongue nicely.
Yeah.
Intrigued. Yeah. It sounds like a nice name. I might name my child that, my next child. Intrigue.
That's intriguing that you even said that.
Well, anybody that know, that's a joke. Anybody that know, that's a joke.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm gonna tell you though, I am excited about the Wizards. I like the fact that AD is there. I like the fact that Trae Young is there. I mean, the boy Sarr from France is there. He's 7 feet tall, 7'1" or whatever it is. He, like we mentioned a little earlier, we looking for him to take a step up. He's a definitely has a lot of potential. Guys like Koulibaly and George on the team. Of course, they hit the first round draft pick that we already mentioned, AJ, and we and Juju's on that team, and you bring Ayton on the squad. I like that. I like bringing him to the Wizards. I mean, he has a career. I was just looking that up. He has a career average of 15.8 points and 10.1 rebounds in his 8-year career. And you mentioned the teams that he had played with. So I mean, if he can reach those averages right there or somewhere close, I mean, I think he will serve the purpose. Last season, he averaged 12.5 and 8 rebounds and 1 block with a career high 67 percentage from the field. So he wasn't the Ayton maybe that they wanted him to be, but I think that he can really help this Wizards team. I mean, especially when you talk about playoff ball with our guy AD, who vehemently, I think, was stating that he did not want to play center over there in LA, and he wanted to play power forward, because this guy, even though he bulked up and has gotten strong, AD was a slender guy, man, who could really handle the ball and stuff like that, because he had a big growth sprout late in life, and I don't think he's a center, and he don't really want to play center. I think that he will play center periodically,
Yeah.
you know, in the rotation, but to have him there all the time, I don't think he want to do that. I think if you put the man where he wants to be, he can play the power forward position, and I think he'll play happier. And you know, when you're happy, your results are better. And I think even playing in the power forward position may even save him as far as health goes. Maybe it ain't quite as physical being in that position. Maybe he can get through with maybe no injuries or something. But that's going to be the key, the injuries of AD. But on paper, I like what I see from the Wizards. I'm looking for a very good year, but we're not going to be gung-ho yet
Right.
because of the history of this Wizards franchise. So we're not going, you know, be stupid about it.
Yeah.
But from what I see right now, I'm really happy. I like Ayton coming in. They talked about Westbrook, who had a tenure with the Wizards before. He played well with the Wizards. I don't have a problem with Westbrook coming. You know, not really demanding as much from these guys that maybe in the past. Westbrook could be a nice influence in the locker room, a veteran guy. You know, he's had a pretty illustrious career himself, triple-double guy. So, and you know, you mentioned it, the guy from OKC who's running this franchise now and making these moves. We know what OKC has looked like over the last 5 years or so. I mean, that team is loaded. It's loaded. The depth is there. They've been drafting wisely. They've been making wise trades, and to have a guy like that, it's kind of similar to the way the Orioles kind of went when they pulled the guy from Houston to be their GM. And Houston Astros had a whole lot of success, and this guy got the Orioles rolling, got their the farm club tight with a lot of talented players and everything. And so I'm looking forward, man, really, to this Wizards season.
Yeah. Intrigued
Intrigued
is the word, you know.
And don't mess this up.
Please don't. Please don't. Because I said I was excited, and I had to pull back off of that. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued because I want to see what's happening moving forward. And like you say, you know, bringing in a Westbrook, you know, to be a veteran presence at this stage of his career, you know, would be a solid move. You know, we know that they're not done making moves. They don't have to make splashy moves at this point, but they just have to make solid moves. You know, solid moves that make sense.
Yeah.
When you're trying to change, and truthfully, you know, it's you're trying to change the culture, the culture of the organization. The Wizards have been a very, 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 very bad organization over the last, you know, 20 plus years.
Yes.
With some, you know, some spots in there, you know, with the, like you say, the Gilbert Arenas years and the John Wall and Bradley Beal. You know, they had a couple of
excitement.
There, so, but you know, never able really to get over that hump, you know, totally, and never really able to sustain any level of success. And so for the Wizards organization, man, like I say, there's a lot of excitement in the air just based off of the things that's happened in the last few months. You know, we're talking about a team that did not make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they got to the Eastern Conference Finals and we see them turn the corner. Like, no, this is the team that was a lottery team. They had the number one pick in the draft.
Right.
You know, and just with, I think what started turning the tide is the fact that Trae Young wanted to stay and AD is staying. Now, we haven't heard from AD. You know, we haven't heard from AD, and as we speak, he's in the building.
Yes, he is.
There he is. Landon Mervo Cafeteria Saunders. If anybody went to the show a couple weeks ago at the Mervo Cafeteria, let me know how he did. I wasn't able to make it. And he didn't tell me how the show went. So I'd like to hear from some of the people. If you were in the audience and saw Landon, do his stand-up routine.
Yes, sir. What's up, Landon?
At the Mervo Cafeteria a couple Fridays ago. Let me know how that went.
Yeah.
My guy. And we know what's coming next. We know what's coming next. So everybody stay tuned. Stay tuned because it's coming. But yeah, man, we talk about these Wizards and the trade they got Ayton. So like I say, man, we're not looking for Ayton to be Shaq.
No.
He don't have to be. I know. I know.
I get the question.
I know.
Thanks for the warning, Landon.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, he don't have to be Shaq, or he don't have to be. He don't even have to be Chris Bosh. Just come in and the 10 to 12 rebounds a game. Block 1-2 shots a game. And anything over 10 points is going to be a plus with the firepower that they have.
Yeah.
If he's able to give you 10 plus a game, if AD stays healthy, if Trae Young does what Trae Young does, if AJ is able to do become a solid pro,
number one pick,
Sar takes the next step.
Yeah.
You have some people in place that can, and you got some the young guys coming off the bench as well. I'm excited. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. And I got to remember this. I don't want to get too far. I don't want to get too far out there. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by what this team can do this coming season. So again, man, we kind of looking at the season tickets. We got our eyes on some stuff and keep my eyes on the schedule when it comes out, if it's not out already. To see what the Wizards are have in store for us. And we gonna be talking some Wizards, man. We already in the planning stages of our Wizards recap.
Yeah, man. And they're such a youthful team. And what Landon is saying is kind of like what we were thinking about with this guy Ayton. If he can do that, if he can rebound, protect that rim, and play solid defense, I think it's a win for the Wizards. And then even though he's been in the league for 8 years, and I think the Wizards needed that. You bring Trae Young 27, and AD is 33. And you bring Ayton in, so you're getting some experience. Ayton is 27, so you start to get a little bit of experience there. You got D'Angelo Russell on the squad. He's 30 years old, and then these guys are really young, man. You talking about some of the other guys like Cam Whitmore. He's 21. We know Baltimore Cam Whitmore. The guy Koulibaly is 21 years old. Julian Reese is on the team. He's a young guy at 23. Sar is of course AJ is 19 years old. We know he's a youngster, the number 1 overall pick. Looking at this roster, these guys, man, Sar is 21 years old. You looking at a very young team. Trae Johnson is 20. This team is awfully young. The twin brother of the guy that played for San Antonio, Champagnie, is on the squad. He's 25 years old. They have talent. They have youth. Now they got some veterans on that squad. That's where the Russell may come into play, Westbrook or whatever. But this team has a lot of potential. We're there for it. We're going to see this team. If they don't mess this up, we'll be down there to check this team out, and we will be following them throughout the season.
Yeah, for sure. And Landon, again, this is one of the major things. The health. Trae Young. Can we get 41 games from Trae Young and AD?
Yeah. See, that's a big question.
Together.
That's
together.
That's one of the biggest questions out there.
Yeah, we need them together. We need them on the court together.
Yes.
Yes. And health especially with AD. Everybody know he got a nickname.
Yeah.
They call that man street clothes. You know what I'm saying? So come on, AD. Come on, man. I mean, I don't know what your regimen is and what kind of injuries you've been battling over the years, but it seems like it's always something.
Yeah. And regardless of his injury situation, he was a hot commodity this offseason. And you heard his name all over the place.
Yeah.
A lot of teams wanted him.
Yeah.
Because they know when he's healthy, we know what kind of ball player he is. He's an all-star caliber ball player.
All-star, man.
Yeah, without a doubt. So if he can stay healthy, and he did stay healthy a couple of those Lakers years late in the LeBron era, and of course they did get a chip, but it was that bubble chip.
Yeah.
A little different. Of all the chips they could have gotten, they got the bubble chip, which is one I didn't even watch.
Yeah.
I don't even know what happened that championship. That season was so jacked up, I couldn't even get with it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we with the Wizards, and we there's another trade. Talk about that one.
He said AD is the Bill Walton of the 2020s.
Yeah.
So as we move on from the Wizards, we'll talk a little bit about this one. This was the one that got all the buzz. This was the big one.
Yeah.
This was the big trade of the offseason so far. Jaylen Brown traded to the Philadelphia 76ers in exchange for Paul George, 2 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks. I think Philly won this trade. I think Philly won the trade, man. We don't know what those draft picks are going to turn into down the road. We know what Paul George is.
Yeah.
And Paul George, once upon a time, was one of the premier players in the league. He's not been that since in Indiana.
Yeah, he's not that guy anymore.
Yeah. And I know Paul had a devastating leg injury a few years ago, and he's bounced back from that. But it was oh God.
Yeah.
The bubble chip was like Dean winning the dance contest without his Gators. I had to hold some of his material in between points. I'm trying to make a point. Oh man.
Here we go.
Yeah, it don't take long.
The show just started. It just started.
It don't take long, man. Yeah, but PG, man, going to Boston. And you got Tatum coming off an injury. He played okay after this season coming off an injury, but he still was hobbled. He wasn't playing when they got knocked out.
Yeah,
by Philly nonetheless.
Right.
By Philly nonetheless.
Right.
So I think it was inevitable. It was inevitable that Jaylen Brown was going to get traded, right? I think it was inevitable. I think the writing was on the wall. They've been talking about trading this dude for the past what 3, 4, 5 years. I said, I don't know.
Yeah.
Him and Jason Tatum, which they don't seem to have an issue. They didn't seem to have an issue.
No, not at all.
It's just a lot of the talking heads and a lot of the media people, the same stuff they're doing already. You know, they're talking bad about Jaylen Brown and a lot of nonsense, a lot of unnamed sources are saying stuff, which I never really believe none of that stuff anyway. So, you know, it was speculated that they were going to try to get Giannis for Jaylen Brown, which I thought would have probably been the better move for Boston.
Sure.
To get Giannis and pair him up with Jason Tatum. You know, but again, PG man is a guy that's on the back end of his career. I don't know what the expectation level is for him in Boston. What they expected him to bring. He's not going to do what Jaylen Brown did for the team. He's not going to give you that kind of production. So if that's what the expectation is, I think Boston is going to take a beating on this one.
Yeah.
Trading them within the division was the shocker to me.
Oh yeah.
You know, that was a big shock to me, to trade him within the division to the team that knocked you out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
That didn't make a lot of sense to me.
Yeah. Yeah, sound like some desperation on their part. Like you mentioned, I think the Giannis trade is what they wanted, and they wanted to bring that guy to Boston, and I think that would have made a lot more sense. And I was just reading a comment that Tatum made. He said, to be honest, weird. It's weird, Tatum said. You know, his quote, he said, you play on a team with a guy for 9 years. I was fortunate enough to go to the finals with him twice and win a championship and push each other to be the players that we are today. Yeah. So basically, he called the trade weird.
Weird.
And I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. That's a very good word. That's a good use of the English language.
Yeah.
You know, here we go. No, there was no parole violation, sir.
Oh boy.
Hey, this Sunday at the harbor at the amphitheater, little steps right there in the harbor in between the two buildings. 5:30 sharp. You can catch Landon down there doing some stand-up.
We're gonna book him somewhere. We're gonna book him.
And he gonna have a hat out there for donations, you know.
We're gonna book him somewhere.
Pass the hat around for Landon. He'll be down in the harbor this Sunday.
Get him on stage.
And that's rain or shine.
Put a mic in his hand. That's right.
Yeah, he there rain or shine. He out there performing for the people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Down the harbor. Right there where the steps are, right in between the two buildings. Landon Saunders, ladies and gentlemen. Sunday at the Inner Harbor. Yeah. So you know, I like Jaylen Brown with Edgecombe and the young guard down there. What's the young point guard they got? Philly. I can't think of his name.
Yeah. That guy. What's his name? What's his name? Maxey? Wait a minute.
Maxey.
Yeah, Maxey.
Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah.
So I like them three, you know, as a front, backcourt, and then wing. Wings, you got Maxey and Edgecombe and Brown on the wing.
Yes,
Maxey point guard, and again, same thing with the Wizards. Health with the big fella,
Embiid.
The health wise, if Embiid is healthy, He's a problem. He's a problem
Yeah.
down there. He's a problem for most big men. You know what I'm saying? Embiid, but health, because when he's healthy, he one of the best in the league. You know, Embiid has made news over the last few years.
And that would clearly put them at the top.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, near the top of the East.
Yeah, Tyrese
Maxey, yeah.
Yeah, but Embiid has to stay healthy.
He's got to stay healthy.
But, he made some waves. Was it last year or year before when he said, hey, I ain't playing no back-to-backs. He said that before the season started. And I said,
right.
How do you as the leader of the team, the clear franchise player, make a statement like that before the season even starts? I mean, that's just matter of fact, that's just something you shouldn't even be saying out in public. You know what I mean? If that's how you feel, keep that in house, man. Keep that in house and do it game to game. Like, don't just come out and say, hey, I ain't doing the back-to-backs. Again, if your health is that bad, you might need to consider shutting it down. Because you're getting a lot of money. And I'm not a Philly fan, but I understand the fans in Philly are not, they're very relentless.
And they don't play.
They don't play. I mean, they booed Santa Claus, for crying out loud. They booed Santa Claus. Old Saint Nick got booed in Philly.
Do snowballs and shit at him. Yeah.
I mean, in the NBA All-Star game, they booed Kobe Bryant, who's from Philly.
He was from Philly, right?
Booed him relentlessly. I mean,
yes, they did.
Almost in tears, man.
Yes, they did.
Kobe Bean Bryant.
Yep.
Who's from Philadelphia.
From Philly. His dad played for the 76ers.
Man, I mean, they booed that man. I mean, I thought it was at the Apollo, man. I've seen people get better boos at the Apollo. They was tough on Kobe.
Yes, they was, man. That was like the Baltimore Colt fans booing John Elway when he came to town.
Damn.
Yeah, that was they was relentless on Kobe.
Yeah, Kobe, man. I almost felt bad for Kobe.
Yeah, almost. Keyword.
Yeah, almost, especially for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
How I am with Kobe, man.
Yeah.
So we got our eyes on this here, but that was a big move, man, Jaylen Brown. Before I go forward, let me let's touch on some of this.
I remember old Carmelo had some words about it. He said, "Man, this ain't right. What they did with this trade." He said, "Something ain't right.
Something ain't right. Something ain't right." So immediately after the trade, video surfaced. I believe it was Colin Cowherd.
Yeah.
And he was talking about, the unnamed sources said that, Jaylen Brown had a problem and he was becoming the smartest man in the room. And,
right.
People had a problem with that. He had some issues with the media and he was live streaming, kind of saying what he wanted to say. Like Wilkes walking in the Best Buy saying he's come on, man.
He say?
This dude, man. Oh, God. So it takes you back to, just shut up and dribble. An athlete with any level of intelligence is deemed a threat.
Yeah.
We're not talking about somebody, man. Jaylen Brown is like intelligent on another level.
Yes.
We talking about a guy that went to Cal State. What it was, Cal State Fullerton, Cal State Berkeley.
Is that where he came from?
He came from, but he went to a prestigious university.
Yeah.
Graduated. This man has taught classes up there in what's the school up there in Boston? Is it Harvard?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. What are we talking about?
Right.
What are we talking about, man?
Mm-hmm.
Kobe lived in the county and went to a private school. He wasn't really a Philly kid. His pops wasn't a big hit in Philly.
Yeah, Jelly Bean.
Jelly Bean got that dunk on. Who did Jelly Bean dunk on real hard? Was that Magic? When he was
I'm
with the
not
Clippers.
sure.
When he was with the Clippers, he got somebody real good in that game. That game when I saw I'm gonna have to pull it up. But Jelly Bean got somebody real good. Got somebody real good. But this whole notion of it just goes back to the shut up and dribble. We don't want to hear, or we don't care how intelligent you are. You just go out there and play basketball, man. And the people, man, in the traditional media, they don't realize that they, with comments and statements like that, they are Xing themselves out of a lot of access to these guys, because you have shows like All the Smoke.
Yeah.
You got athletes, man, that have their own platforms where athletes are feel free to go and talk to guys that's been there, guys that's walked the walk and got some sweat equity in these games, man. And you guys just still with these unnamed sources, and nobody's reading newspapers no more.
Right.
Right? Nobody reading newspapers no more. Everything is online and everything is right now. And guys where they have media obligations, I guess that's part of the contract, where they have to speak to certain media people and all that. But the bigger thing is, these guys, man, can go to Instagram, to Facebook, to TikTok, and go live themselves, and they don't have to wait for the media to create the narrative. They can control their own narratives now. And again, like with all these athletes, the former athletes that have platforms where these guys can go and talk and kind of, again, control the narrative and go somewhere where the fire is friendly, where you don't have to worry about somebody trying to make a name for themselves as a crack journalist, and you are trying to come with the tough questions, and you're giving guys opportunity or trying to take away opportunity from them. And again, a guy like Jaylen Brown is being criticized because he's smart. Like, where do we do this at? And again, we have a tendency of wanting to tear down athletes and entertainers and people, man, that we deem to be, we want to limit them to what they do versus, we limit them to what they do versus who they are. You know what I'm saying? And again, man, Jaylen Brown is a guy that's doing things in the community. You know what I mean? He's not getting in any trouble. You don't hear his name in the police blotters, and this is a young man that's committed to helping people like him. The black people that's not able to go to the basketball games, the ones that's not able to pay for those tickets. He's committed to helping those people, man, and helping in those communities. And I know that's not popular, with a lot of people, man. A lot of people don't care about your charity work or the things you're doing outside, unless you're doing work with charities that we care about. Ronald McDonald House and all those type of places. And nothing against those type of places. But he's doing the work, and he's committed to doing the work in places that you don't even hear about. And you may not have heard about him unless he was doing it. So I'm just I don't like it. I don't like it when people in the media take shots at these guys, man, and they try to belittle them or try to make them less than who they are, try to limit them to what they do. you know, basically basically you're just a basketball player. You're not some you know, you haven't done anything worthy of talking about other than dribble or basketball, which is nonsense.
Yeah.
He wanted to see how tough Dean talked when I get Unseld Jr. and Magic Son on the sports mix.
He did warn us that he had material.
Yeah. Can you get them on both the same week? You know, because I got a big bag of popcorn over there.
Yeah, man.
I'd like to sit back and eat some popcorn and watch that.
I hear Dwayne Wade's is that a son? Or I don't want to be politically incorrect, but I understand Dwayne Wade's offspring is having some issues. Did you hear about him?
I did not.
I think he got arrested, right?
What?
Yeah.
What?
What's his name? What's that guy's name?
CB, what's up, brother? Black and smart, dangerous combination.
Absolutely. There you go.
Damn right. CB in the building.
Jaylen Brown. That's right, man. And I think that they do have a problem with that combination right there because, you know, if we go back to, you know, something Kyrie Irving, he simply passed on what was it? A story, whatever he did. He posted it on his page, and they went for his throat. You know, and so anytime, and even man, you know, when I say Carmelo mentioned something about this trade not being right, even when you think about how they dealt with Carmelo Anthony. I mean, Carmelo Anthony, a legendary player, but no one wanted to sign him. The guy couldn't even get a job, man. But Carmelo was rolling around dealing with some people that they weren't comfortable with. He had some connections with Farrakhan and things like that. And so when you have a guy like a NBA player who's smart, he's wise, he has courage, he's not afraid, you know, and they have problems with those kind of guys. And you can see that Jaylen Brown, some of the folks that he associated with, they are quote unquote from the woke community. So when you're dealing with somebody like that, there's a problem. And then when you think about Boston, the history of Boston, with Bill Russell being there and all the things that the black players who played in Boston, all the things that they went through up there in that city, man, is not pretty. It's a ugly history when it comes to black players being in Boston. So yeah, it's more to it, man. It's more to it because them dumping him like they did to Philly and like you say, inside the conference and the division, inside the division, and really getting a Paul George. I mean, that's like a Wizards move.
Yeah.
You know, that's a Wizards move, man. You bring in a Paul George who's past his prime, and lose a player with the caliber of this guy. This guy averaged, I think, like 28 points last year. He played a lot of the season without Tatum, and still, those Celtics did make it to the playoffs. And even even Tatum said that this was weird, man. It was really weird to him to trade this guy. So
yeah, and speaking of weird, it was Dwayne Wade's oldest son. That was arrested.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the not so. Let me not go there.
Yeah,
I'm going to go way down. I'm going to go way down the rabbit hole. So his oldest son, the one that played little pro ball, was arrested June 21st on suspicion of felony domestic violence.
Oh.
Criminal threats and false imprisonment. So there was a 911 call, woman screaming and found a woman with lacerations on her face and body. A handgun was also recovered from the home. Zaire was booked, posted a $50,000 bond, and was released the same day. An emergency protective order was filed. The case was forwarded to the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office to determine formal charges. So it was Dwayne Wade's oldest son, Zaire.
Okay.
Zaire Wade.
Zaire. Okay.
The other child, who's not a son anymore, from
Yeah.
they call it Zaya. Zaya Wade. Zaya.
Yeah.
Zaya. So there's that. And we don't want no smoke from D Wade. So we already got Magic and goddamn Magic and who else was on our head?
Who else? Oh boy, this boy landed, man.
Wow. Yeah, he's something. He's something else.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't want no smoke, D Wade, man. I don't want.
Yeah. No, we yeah.
He chilling his kids in the news. Yeah, this is crazy. This is craziness. But yeah. So I just don't understand the move. I don't know why Philly would trade him within the division. I think that was silly on their part. But we I guess again, man, it's weird. As Tatum says, weird. D Wade got moist. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
D Wade, I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke, D Wade. You know what I mean?
No way. No, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure Magic don't want no problems. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly.
And Wes Unseld.
Yeah, that West. Yeah,
Junior.
Yeah, West. Junior. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want the problems for real. We ain't gonna stop talking much.
Yeah, we don't want that problem, man.
So here was another move that's intrigued me. The young ball, Melo Ball going out there to Minnesota to team up with Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Well, they traded away the big lefty.
Yes.
So CB, your main man is the big front court guy now. Goddamn Rudy. Rudy has the show now, and they traded away the other big man. I apologize for the name, but they traded away the other big man as well. So Rudy is the show now. In So they gonna be a guard heavy oriented team. Melo Ball is CB says he's another moist one. Talking about Rudy.
Yeah.
To me, man, Melo does not move the needle when you talk about wins and losses. The Charlotte made the playoffs this year, right?
That's a good question.
I know they were. I mean, they were a young, exciting team. Melo strikes me as an N1 tape kind of guy, man. He gonna make some exciting plays. He gonna do some things. I just don't see him as the key to winning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just me. If I'm wrong on that, I'm wrong. But wait. We gonna talk about the Lakers. You hold tight. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that for sure.
Yeah, I'll get some of this other news out the way. But yeah, just to me, Melo is not somebody that moved the needle.
I
when
agree.
I think about wins and losses, man. I'm hopeful because I'm an Ant-Man. Ant-Man is one of my favorite players.
I just don't see that the franchise is better when you see
Yeah,
Julius Randle leaving and you
yeah,
see you bring in Mellow Ball, but you also lose Nas Reed.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see that team is better right now than they were last year.
Nah, and again, I don't either. And Rudy was he was a very he had a segment on the Sports Mix at one time. The
Yes,
Rudy
he
the Rudy
did.
segment, and it wasn't because of the things he was doing. It wasn't a good thing.
No.
It was our version of Shaqtin' the Fool.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
You know,
It was a lot of Rudy hate on the mix at one point.
yeah. And I don't even think it was hate. I just think it
No.
was.
And the thing with me, man, is that I'm okay with Rudy.
Yeah,
He's solid. He's a defensive player. Um, I don't know. Sometimes the expectations, man, can be could be a little bit too high for some players. Um, but yeah, that was another big trade that you just threw up there.
Giannis going from Milwaukee to South Beach.
Yeah,
It's another
right.
trade that I think there needs some other things to happen down there in Miami.
Yeah,
You know, with him and Asia Wilson's boyfriend, man, I don't know.
right.
I
And
don't know.
I think Bobby Portis went with him.
Yeah, him and Portis.
Portis went down there. Yeah, yeah. They need. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. They need a little bit more down there, and I think they're trying to get more.
Yeah,
Yeah, they trying.
yeah, they trying. I mean, again, I like Giannis. I like Asia's boyfriend.
Yeah,
You know, I think they need a solid somebody that's gonna run the show for them. And they got a young point guard down there, so um, we gonna see.
yeah,
We're gonna see. We're gonna see. But he wanted out of Milwaukee. It was time for him to go. You know, he's out of Milwaukee. That was kind of talked about the last couple of seasons. Giannis getting out of Milwaukee. They were talking about trades the last few years, and no trade happened, and they finally was able to make it happen this off season. He's been talking to trade like at the trade deadline pretty much the last 2-3 years.
yeah,
We've been talking about getting rid of Giannis or moving Giannis on, and a lot of talk one time about Giannis going to the Lakers with LeBron, and like I say, the move that was talked about this year was Giannis to Boston,
right.
which I thought was probably a better fit for Boston. You pair Giannis up with Jason Tatum. I felt like that was a better, trade. But again, man, I just do the sports mix. I don't get to do trades in the NBA, and nobody cares what I think anyway. So nobody give a damn what I say. CB said the Heat not even gonna win 50 games.
Yeah, not as they are now.
Landon said since Bam scored the 80, did he ever score over 20 again?
That's a good point. That's a good point. I ain't sure.
Yeah, I can't confirm nor deny that.
I don't remember seeing his name in the news after that 80-point game.
Oh man, wow. So yeah, that was a big move.
Yeah.
That's a big move to be determined. We'll see. We'll see how that one turns out. Let me see. I had a couple of them here. Here's another one. Kawhi Leonard
Yeah,
going back to Toronto.
right.
And the Clippers situation just was like, it just didn't pan out.
Right.
Him going from Toronto to the Clippers, it just didn't pan out, man. He was able to get a
Yeah.
championship with Toronto,
Agreed.
and he went to the Clippers. And he's an LA guy. He was able to go home. He dealt with some injuries, and there was a lot of speculation and talk about him, kind of stealing money out there. A lot of people's upset with Kawhi and his lack of playing. And the Clippers, his Clippers time just didn't pan out.
No, it did not.
Didn't pan out for him. So he's going back up above what's they call it? Above the what they call it up there? North America or something? Canada. Shit.
Canada. Yeah.
I can't even get it out.
Yeah, back up there in Canada. They love him up there in Toronto. He brought him that chip. And so
yeah.
he's
Shout
back.
out to Level Up Media Design. What's going on? Tobias Harris to the Spurs. Yep, good veteran pickup for the Spurs.
I agree.
And that's something that they need is veteran leadership on that team.
I agree.
It was very clear in the finals that they lacked some veteran presence.
Yes. Excellent pickup.
Yeah, I think it's a very good pickup.
Yep.
For the Spurs there. What's up, Level Up Media? Thanks for the comment. Thanks for tuning in.
Definitely.
Watching on YouTube, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button over there too. Appreciate y'all. But yeah, so Kawhi's out of LA, going back above north of the border, is what I was trying to say. And he's up back in Toronto where he won a championship. This was the deal, man, that I was waiting on.
Yeah.
I wanted to see this is one of my favorite players in the league. Ja Morant, man. And they felt like he's a Nike guy. He had the number one Nike shoe before all his troubles. And I saw something a couple days ago where they said the Nike people said, let's get him as close to Nike as we can. So we could, and he's in Portland. There's not a lot going on in Portland. Now, Ja Morant wasn't the guy going to the clubs and stuff. He was just riding around in the car being silly.
Yeah.
So you can ride around in the car and be silly anywhere. So I'm a Ja Morant fan. I think, man, he's one of the best players in this league. Regardless of all his situations, man. His stuff is self-imposed, man. His issues have been all created by himself. And I need Ja Morant to get back on and take his place as one of the top players in this league once again. He's must-see TV. He's very, very exciting to watch. Him and Ant-Man were two of my favorites. Just from a level of excitement, man. They both attack the rim. They both fearless competitors, man. I was actually hoping that he would get traded to Minnesota.
Yeah. To
see the two of them together. Because I think they played some AAU basketball together growing up.
Okay.
They had some kind of connection as young kids, younger players, man. So I was excited. I wanted to see him go there, but he's out there in Portland. Portland has a plethora of point guards now. So he'll team up with Dame Lillard.
Yeah.
But they also got the young boy at the point guard as well, and they still have Holiday. Drew Holiday still on the roster there. So I don't know what they intend on doing. It's rare that they'll carry 4 point guards into a season. So I got my eyes on Portland, kind of see what they're going to do now that they got Ja Morant in the building. If the Spurs can get an inside presence, they're definitely the team to beat. You don't think Wemby is an inside presence? Landon? What's going on? Wemby, man. Come on, man. Wembenyana. You don't think Wemby is an inside player?
Right.
I don't know. Yeah, Larry, you had to answer that one, buddy. Man, so I'm trying to look. I pulled up a couple deals and a couple of things here. So it's kind of before I go through. I know this was something I pulled up today. This was a free agent signing. So Kevon Looney is going to the Lakers. And
Okay.
let's talk about the Lakers.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Lakers, man. What Landon said, they taking them back to George Mikan days, huh? Back to the 50s with the roster, the roster makeup they got, man. They said we gonna flip this thing around, Jack. God damn, what's the general manager out there?
Is that
Can't think of his name.
Palenko or something?
Yeah, Rob Pelinka.
Yeah.
Rob Pelinka played with the Fab Five.
Oh, did he? I never.
Yeah, he was on team with Webb and them boys.
Okay.
Yeah, Rob Pelinka. I believe he was on the championship team.
Okay.
And he was a holdover. He was one of the ones that held over and was there with Chris Webber and the Fab Five and them guys. So they signed Kevon Looney, solid player. You look at his contract numbers. Did that say $3.9 million?
That's what it say.
So he's on the low end.
Very low.
Let Wemby, a 7-foot shooting forward. He doesn't play inside out. He's outside in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Defensively, he's a presence.
Yeah.
He's definitely a presence on the defensive end, man. But he's blocking shots from across the lane without even having to move. He just stick his arm out, man. He got like a 30-foot wingspan or something.
Right.
Something ridiculous. But man, let's talk about these Lakers.
Yeah.
I mentioned it earlier, man. Magic and Kareem, them boys, man, they rolling over in their grave, man. It's like, what is going on here? And with Showtime, man, what's going on in Hollywood, man?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot, man. It's a lot going on. I don't know, man.
Even Stephen A.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest Stephen A. fan. Stephen A. said, man, they not gonna win with this. And Pelinka must be trying to get fired, man. He like, man, listen, I'm not gonna leave this money on the table. They're gonna have to fire me.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to come up with a settlement. I'm not quitting. They're gonna have to fire me. So you got JJ Redick. It's like Duke West. You know what I mean? It's like Duke out there, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's an interesting scenario going on over there. And for me, I think that the LeBron James era in LA was not really successful. I don't look at it as a huge success. Again, they did win that one championship, but the bubble championship. But if you can get past the bubble championship and look at what the Lakers did over the LeBron James year, they really didn't do much as far as the team goes, and they was thinking multiple championships by bringing this guy there, and they got one, the bubble championship. Over the last few years, I mean, they've been getting swept in playoff series. Couple times they went up against Denver and made it to I guess that might have been the Western Conference Finals, maybe. They got swept. So this team has not been successful. LeBron James has faltered down the stretch. He's made a lot of bad decisions down the stretch, throwing the ball away, taking poor shots. It has not been a success, and I believe that the Los Angeles Lakers were done with him. I don't think they I don't think they wanted him to be there. What was that, Kenny?
Shout out to Rich Paul.
Yeah, yeah. Good point. I think that they were done with LeBron. They wanted him out. When I heard LeBron James mention in the post-game interviews that he was the third option, LeBron put that out there. He letting people know they got me behind Reeves. Now, anybody that's going to put LeBron James behind Reeves, Gene Banks.
K started getting brothers to 2015 or something.
Right. You're right about that. Danny Ferry and
don't forget them.
Jay Billis and some of them guys, man.
Christian Laettner.
Right.
Bobby Hurley.
Jim Spanarkel. Yeah, Christian Laettner. Them boys, man.
And they all could play.
Right. No, ain't no doubt about that. Allery. He got the best of the best now.
Yeah, they all could play
right.
now.
Yeah, they could play. Jim Spanarkel and some of the, I don't know, was he Duke or Virginia? I don't know. But anyway, LeBron, man, they run him out of there, man. He's a third option. And when they went and signed that guy, Reeves, to a max contract, that was it. LeBron was gone. And then I think when LeBron made the announcement saying you guys can move forward, I'm not signing. To me, I think it was already said and done. LeBron, we don't want you.
Yeah.
And it just all played out so he can make that announcement and look good or make it easier for him. But they didn't want him, and he's gone. And you got Luka, you got Reeves, and immediately after LeBron made that comment, you could see they went and got the center from Utah. It was just like a plethora of moves happening right away. As soon as LeBron made that, so they didn't want him. He's gone. And I'm not.
A lot of raisins in the potato salad at the Lakers cookout.
Yeah, I'm not, and I don't know. I don't think right now that they have the toughness.
No.
To really be able to compete in that West. I mean, you need some toughness there. I know Luka is a special talent, but Spanarkel, yeah, he could ball.
Landon, can you get Magic to call in? I need to hear his input on what's going on with the Lakers. I know he on his vacation. You know, Magic take a month or two long vacation every summer.
Yeah.
I seen some pictures of they out there on the yacht.
Okay.
You know, him and his, Sam Jackson and his wife and Cookie.
Okay.
Magic do it big, man. And then they come, they ain't gotta bring don't leave your wallet at home, man. Man, come on.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I'm saying Magic, man, the sports big trying to go on vacation next summer. Man. You know what I mean?
That's right. Right.
We didn't mean no harm by what we were saying about.
Nah, man. Bro. And I mean, I might have said it before, man. I wasn't no real big Magic fan, back in the day, because he smiled a little bit too much for me. He smiled too much, man.
LeBron was done when Rich Paul told the Lakers he needed a raise because he came from a single brother.
That's right. I think Luka and Reeves come from a two-parent home.
Hey, did you notice that during the draft, most of the guys drafted came from two-parent homes?
Yeah.
Is Rich Paul representing any of them guys?
That was the question, right? Old Rich Paul.
Magic got redeemed for talking about EJ. Magic, Irvin.
Yeah, Irvin.
We just trying to get your input on what's going on with the Lakers right now.
Yeah, exactly.
That right there. I need to hear from Magic.
Right.
Byron Scott. Byron Scott got a podcast. It's pretty
good.
He don't bite his tongue either.
No, he don't. I think he told LeBron should leave. He said LeBron should go somewhere else.
Yeah, well, I did see that.
Byron.
But I like to see what his thoughts is on the makeup of the current roster.
Yeah, it would be interesting because I don't like what I'm seeing with the Lakers right now.
Yeah, Kareem is not happy.
No.
I mean, man, they want their statues removed from in front of the building. This is ridiculous. Put my statue in front of the Clippers goddamn arena.
Right. Right.
Oh,
yeah, and I guess the next thing, the Lakers done did this move is where's LeBron gonna go? Where's he gonna land? And you keep thinking about Miami. He's been to Miami before. If he go down there with Giannis and Holmgren, the WNBA girls do down there.
H. Wilson's boyfriend.
Yeah. Age's boyfriend down there, and maybe he can go to Miami or I've heard a lot of teams, Cleveland going back home.
Yeah. I heard that Landon, that Magic, his company run the dining services up there at Morgan.
Okay. They sell a lot of sweets up in there. All kind of sweets, cupcakes, crimpets, and things like that.
Oh.
But we still want you on the show, Magic. We still want you on the show, bro.
Oh, man.
I
wasn't ready for that. Shout out to Morgan State.
I didn't know. That's shout out, man. Okay, Magic.
Look at this. Look at this. Somebody look at this.
Your statue.
This dude, man. This dude, man. It's right next to yours. You was inducted a few years ahead of me, and mine is right next to yours there, brother. Yeah, man. But Lakers, man,
Stephen A. said he might go to Philly.
Who said that?
Stephen A. said LeBron could go to Philly.
I don't trust it. Anything Stephen A. and LeBron, I'm not buying it.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not buying it.
Right.
I ain't buying it. LeBron should go to the Knicks just to piss Stephen A. off.
I heard that too.
Yeah, go to the Knicks and piss Stephen A. off. Then he's gonna have to talk about him because he's a New York fan, so called.
Well, the thing with LeBron, to me, is that what's his name has a permanent suite up in his head. Michael Jordan. He's got a permanent suite up in LeBron's head. Yeah. And so LeBron is obsessed with trying to win more titles. So I think that whatever decision he makes, if it looks like he can win a title, he'll play for free. Yeah. Because that's in his head. That's all in his head right now. And I think that it has really hurt his game a lot, really, because down the stretch of a lot of those games, he looked like he wanted to kind of be the hero, and he made a lot of bad choices. So I'm not sure where LeBron's going to go. He's still an excellent ball player, a top 20 ball player in the league. He had a really good year with the Lakers. So I don't know, man. You look at these teams that are close to championship form, bringing a LeBron in, maybe that's the thing that can push him over the top. Yeah.
Well,
whoever that might be.
I seen some video. LeBron's already working out. He's getting himself ready for year 22, 23,
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like that. I mean,
yeah.
so he is playing next year.
And I hope they don't have to carry him off on a stretcher.
Yeah, yeah,
You
please,
know,
please.
yeah, I don't want it to go down like that to where he gets some kind of big injury and that's it. I want him to be able to play through this last year. He may be the only grandfather who ever played in the league. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Uh, Wilkes damn near average a quadruple double. In the juvenile league.
This guy, man. This guy, man.
Yeah. But I hope LeBron, man, can get through this upcoming season, be able to compete. I'm pretty sure he's going to be on a team that can compete.
What
Yeah.
about Washington?
Yeah, I even thought about, the Wizards. We talked about that a little bit. Him coming to DC. Him and what's his wife's name?
Savannah.
Yeah, him and Savannah coming to DC. We talking about getting tickets now. If Savannah came to DC, we definitely looking at some kind of package plan down there to go watch the Wizards. The hell we're watching LeBron. We got our eye on Savannah. Man, that's a fine woman right there.
Yeah. You're right. You're right.
That's a fine woman right there.
Yeah. She was in line when they was passing out that fine, boy. She was at the head of that moment.
She was at the head of that line, boy.
Damn. What's up, Savannah?
Yeah, absolutely.
No shade, LeBron.
No, LeBron. No, we got you. I mean, don't step to me like you stepped to Stephen A. Please don't. I mean, I kind of feel the same way Stephen A. feel about Bronny now.
Oh, LeBron, his contract guaranteed now.
Guaranteed, man. That's the word.
He guaranteed, so he gonna get his money.
Right. And Bronny get ready to be a daddy.
That's what I see.
Yeah.
I see that.
Bronny get ready to be a daddy now.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Bronny. But I swear, man. What's happening here? What is happening here? When you are the offspring of LeBron James and Savannah.
Yes.
And when you go out to choose a woman, when you got the finest mother in the world and the finest home environment. Now, I know deep down inside, now I'm speculating, of course, even though Savannah liked the girl that Bronny dealing with, they like her. LeBron like her. Savannah like her. That's okay. It's great. He grinning. He got a baby coming. That's beautiful. Congratulations. But I know deep down inside, Savannah, this sister, man, is saying to herself down in the core of her being, saying, damn, Bronny, you mean to tell me you couldn't find a damn sister? I mean, come on. Now, she's not going to say that.
No.
She can't come out and say that because she love her son and they love him. And love conquers all. You never know what's going to happen with love. You can love somebody and you just can't help yourself, and that's what happens. But I know deep down inside, deep down inside of that beautiful mother, wife, Savannah, is that thing up in there that's just saying, damn.
Yeah. That Landon said him, LeBron, and Melo playing in the Big Three for the Baltimore Crabs.
Oh boy!
For my own sports mix special, I can get Savannah and Coco on the show. Hey, work.
Oh,
hey,
shucks! Oh, shucks!
Yeah, make that happen.
Because we cuckoo for Coco. Now I don't know what Donovan Mitchell gonna think about that.
He got paid today too.
Oh, did he?
He got paid. He got booked off pretty good.
Okay, so I know Coco feeling good,
Yeah, old Coco.
right? Right before they got married.
Mm. He ain't talking about Savannah. He might need. Hey yo.
Yeah, Savannah. Whew.
Is there prenuptial? I don't even know if they're getting married. Are they
Talking
getting
about
married?
who,
Bronny?
Donovan?
Bronny. Or who you talking about? Devon Donovan or Bronny? Oh wait, Snow Bunny. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bronny got a bunny,
yeah, yeah.
and Donovan got paid. I thought I had that in one of my my clips there, but I got up Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry announced his retirement today.
Yes. Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell got a 4-year, $273 million contract extension with the Cavaliers. 4 years, 273.
Are they gonna keep Harden? Is he still on the roster? Is he gonna be there?
As of today,
He's still there, right?
he's still there today.
So if LeBron goes to Cleveland back home, he could be balling with Donovan Mitchell, James Harden. What's the boy from USC that played there? 6'11" boy.
Yeah. I can't think of his name. I'm terrible with names.
Good ball player.
I mean, I just thought about Savannah and Coco being on the sidelines together, man.
That's a good point, man. That's a good point, man. That'd be interesting.
Damn the center.
Right. Right. Yeah. Whatever his name is.
Yeah, him. Dang,
Yeah.
Even can y'all handle all that beauty on the sideline at one time?
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting, man. That's gonna be interesting.
Whew.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, but shout out to Kyle Lowry, man, retiring from the league, man. He's a guy coming out of college. I don't think the expectation level was high for him. You know, I remember he started off with Memphis. I don't even know. I don't remember he was even drafted. But I remember he was down there in Memphis starting out. And, you know, Kyle just kind of overplayed the value that they had on him, I believe. I just don't think they initially thought he would be a pro player or a long-term NBA player coming into the league. He was down there in Memphis when Rudy was there, and you know he was like a role player for them. Played behind Mike Conley, and you know, I mean, they had a couple other point guards there while he was there.
Yeah, man.
Remember, he wasn't getting a lot of minutes, but the minutes that he did get were quality. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that was 06.
Yeah.
So we talking 20 years.
Yeah. And so, you know, he was able to go. He played with Philly.
He was on that team with Kawhi when they won that championship.
Yeah, he got a championship with Toronto, and he was a factor.
He was a factor. Yes, he was.
On that team, man. So, you know, he's retiring. I believe he finished his career with Toronto, as a matter of fact. So he retired. He announced his retirement today. Almost 20 years in the league. You know?
Yeah, he had a nice career.
Yeah.
So, I know him and Rudy was close.
Yeah, they was tight. They was
real tight. Yeah.
Tight. So, you know, shout out to Kawhi. Kawhi Leonard. Man, I'm tripping.
Right.
I'm sorry. Shout out to Kyle Lowry retiring. Announced his retirement today from the league.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm sure. Well, I don't know what he's got on the horizon. I don't know if he's going to get into coaching or what his next moves are. But shout out to him. and we wish him well in all his future endeavors, in and outside of the NBA.
Yeah.
You know, so I wanted to relive. I wanted to kind of go back, and I found this pretty interesting. This deal that happened a couple years ago, and let me pull it up. And it has something to do with Paul George. You know, here it is. Let me see who's this here. Hawks, Atlanta, 678. It's about time he retired. He played with Philly last year and got smacked by who smacked him?
By the Knicks.
By the Knicks. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Yeah. What's up, Hawks? ATL 678. Make sure you hit that
okay.
subscribe button over there on two. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate
ATL.
you.
Yeah.
I'll be down in the A this summer. Coming down this summer, man. So look out for me. So me with some good spots to grab some grub at while you're down there. Didn't know Lowry had that many years study player. Actually, yeah, Kyle he played up 20 years in the league.
Yeah, shout out to him.
But this trade right here, Paul George going from OKC to the Clippers, man. Look at what the Clippers turned that trade into.
Yep.
Look at the names, right? Let me pull this up here because I can't see it on my phone. I can't see it on the screen. But
well, all you gotta know is SGA and Jalen Williams.
SGA, Jalen Williams,
Woo.
Danilo Gallinari, Trey Mann, Jamie Jaquez, Dylan Jones, 2025 first round pick swap, 2026 first round pick.
And who did them picks turn into? I wonder. Was it Holt? No.
But whoever it was, they turned them into some good picks. One of them, the picks they just made this year.
Yeah.
But Paul George in his time in LA was probably just as uneventful as his time was in Philly. What I'm saying? Just as uneventful as his time was in OKC. You remember OKC tried the big three with Paul George, Russell Westbrook, and Melo.
Right.
That didn't go well.
That didn't work out.
Again, and I like Paul George as a player.
Yeah.
I just think, man, after the injury, he just never was the same after the injury.
Right.
He's always been solid. Now, I'm not saying that he was a scrub or nothing like that. But he was definitely not the same guy after that injury, man. And he's been able to stay in the league, because he's a solid player. He's a solid player. So, like I say, but I believe that OKC, we know now OKC gave him way too much to get him.
Yeah.
And I believe that Boston gave up way too much to get him as well.
Yeah. And I agree with Hawks ATL. He was doing some damage when he was with Indy.
Yes.
And I remember in those playoffs when they was going head up with Miami with LeBron, Paul George was doing his thing.
Yes.
He was doing his thing. And but that trade, oh my gosh, man. That trade.
More of a jump shooter.
Yeah.
Which again, since the injury, he and again, man, when you have an injury like that, confidence is something.
Yeah.
Does he have the confidence in his leg to be able to play the way that he did? And it looks like he doesn't. Because it's changed not even the confidence. Do he have the ability to do those things anymore? Do he have the ability to play the way that he played prior to? And it looks like that he does not.
No, he played well, but
I ain't going to Magic City, man. But I pulled this trade up, because again,
Yeah.
it just shows you, Paul George, by name recognition, it garners a lot of respect. But I think what he showed on the court has not lived up to, what we've been seeing. I just don't see, man. Again, you see what OKC turned the Paul George trade into, and they won a championship afterwards. Boston, who lost to Philadelphia this year in the playoffs, traded inside the division for Paul George and some draft picks for Jaylen Brown, who averaged damn near 30 points a game, got a Finals MVP. You know what I'm saying? Was all NBA. Was second team, third team this year.
Yeah, man. I mean,
and we're going to see. I like the Philly team already. The East is stacking up to be pretty good.
yeah.
The Knicks are the defending champions. They're going to bring back a lot of their guys. The Wizards. We want to see what the Wizards are going to do in the East. Miami. With Asia's boyfriend and Giannis.
Giannis, yeah.
Yeah. So the East in Detroit, let's not forget Detroit, who was number one in the East.
They was the number one seed.
They were the number one seed. They will
Right.
get better.
They are going to get better.
They're going to get better so they had Tobias Harris in Detroit. He moved on to San Antonio. But I thought that they let me see.
They had a great season, man. They had a great season.
I think youth got them in the playoffs.
Now that's a good point. Celtics might not even make the playoffs with that squad they got. You bring Paul George in and you let Jaylen Brown walk. Them Celtics, man, might struggle this year.
So you got the Knicks got the East in shambles.
Yeah. I'm wondering, with that trade that you're showing, was the guy that the Wizards now have as GM, was he there to orchestrate that trade?
I think he was there. He's been here since 2023.
Yeah, so he was with OKC and made that deal right there.
He's part of that organization at that time.
At that time. So, the Wizards now have him in there, and he's already brought. I'm wondering, Hawks ATL, what do you think about Trae Young being with the Wizards and not with the Hawks? What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, that's interesting. Now, because we're going to see, by the All-Star, All-Star break in the NBA is kind of that the measuring stick.
Yeah.
To what happens, within the season, whether we buyers or sellers. All-Star break is kind of that measuring stick. We talked about the Wizards early on in the show. We talked about the health of AD is the key to this thing, this coming season. If by chance, AD is, not completely healthy, could this GM put a deal together to get AD out of here to kind of could AD be our PG is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And let me stop saying our, because I'm
No, you stuck, man. You stuck. You stuck now, man. You fighting it.
Yeah, I'm fighting. I'm fighting.
You fighting it. You fighting it.
I'm bobbing and weaving like Tyson. Well, hey.
No, that's a good point though.
Yeah.
Trae Young washed. Okay.
Man.
Wow. And this is coming from a Hawks guy. He say trade done.
Say Wizards just signed Middleton.
Okay, they did.
They
Oh,
must
I
have
missed
just
that
did that.
one.
They must have just did that.
Wow. How about that?
Let me look at that.
Wow.
So again, Chris Middleton.
Okay.
Washington Wizards acquire Chris Middleton in a sign and trade.
Oh, they trying to compete.
He was here before, wasn't he?
I ain't sure.
Yeah, he was here before. He was with Washington before. So let me see. Let me put up the deals here. All right. The Wizards.
Oh, okay. That was part of that Kevin Looney, Kayvon Looney deal.
Oh, man. Where did they
Oh,
trade
no,
him to?
No.
Acquire. I'm trying to see where they traded him from. Who did they get for him? Who they give up? It's a sign and trade. Himself away from DC in February.
Okay, so he was with the Wizards before, yeah.
Yeah, he was here before. So they traded him. He's part of the deal that got AD here. The trade return. All right, what free agent has signed a 3-year deal, $17.6 million with the Washington Wizards via sign and trade? So it don't give the details of the trade though.
Right.
At least I can't see them. Well, Middleton is back in the fold, so we'll get some more details on that. Landon said he feel like Trey and AD are done.
Yeah.
Man, you God damn it, man! You sticking the damn needle in the tire, man. We around here talking about playoffs and tickets and all that. Damn it!
Right, they traded Middleton to Dallas for AD.
And Hawks say Wizards are a playoff team. Landon say Trey and AD are done. And Hawks.
I think so too.
Yeah, I'd rather listen to Hawks ATL than Landon.
I agree. No, I agree. I agree with Hawks ATL. They are a playoff team. Now, I'm when he say that Trey is washed, I don't know. Maybe washed is too heavy of a word when you talk about Trey. Maybe he's not the prime Trey.
Yeah.
Maybe he's a little less than prime Trey. But I'm looking at these Wizards, man. Definitely a playoff team. And I'm looking for some good things from them.
Yeah, so we need Trey to be like Ice Trey rather than Ash Trey. You know what I'm saying? We need Ice Trey to come in. We don't need Ash Trey.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So they sent D'Angelo
Russell, 2029 second rounder.
Wow.
Thank you. I didn't see that. I didn't see the details, but I appreciate that. So see, my man is willing and dealing.
Wow. Yes, he is.
Willing and dealing. He's saying we going for it this year.
Yeah.
Again, the health of AD is key to a lot of the movement that's happening with Washington right now. They got some young bulls out there that can play.
Wow.
They got veteran leadership with Trey and AD. Now you got Chris Middleton, who has a chip under his belt.
Wow.
AD has a chip under his belt.
D'Angelo going down there to be the new job.
Is that what's happening?
He went to Memphis.
Good luck with that. Good luck with that.
Right.
AJ gonna be a problem. Yeah, we definitely AJ fans here.
Yeah, he is gonna be a problem. Yeah.
If the Wizards have a winning record at the All-Star break, I'll book Shaq and Dean to perform at the game.
Well, me and Shaq better get ready because they're gonna have a winning record.
Yeah, get it together.
Yeah, I'm looking at these Wizards, man. If AD can stay healthy.
Yeah.
He can stay healthy. With Sarr and them guys in there, man, they're gonna be fine. You got Middleton, you got Ayton, got your veterans, man. I'm looking at this Wizards team as definitely being a playoff team. And Hawks ATL said that Wizards got Middleton for a washing machine. So do you think that the Knicks have the ability to repeat?
We haven't had a repeat champion in the NBA.
Right, and a long time.
Quite a while.
Who's the last team to repeat?
Miami.
Did they win back to back?
They got 2 back to back.
They did, okay.
12 and 13.
Yeah, they might be the last team, man.
I'm trying to think. Let me see.
So you think the Knicks gonna come out of the East again this year? Did they lose? Mitchell Robinson? They lost him. He the only one that the Knicks lost, or maybe he hadn't gone nowhere yet either. I don't know.
Yeah, he gone. He going to Boston.
He went to Boston. Okay, yeah.
He going to Boston. All right, let me see. NBA champions. Who's the last team to repeat? Oh boy,
you might be right. Miami.
Did
OKC do it? They didn't do it, did they? No.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
I know they was the number 1 seed 3 years in a row, but they only got 1 chip.
Let me see. Wait a minute. What am I looking at? What am I looking at here? The Western champion. All right, I need the champion. Damn it.
Yeah, I don't.
Anyway, I'll too quiet here. I think Miami was the last team to repeat.
Yeah,
Golden State.
Right.
Golden State.
Oh, Golden State did it?
Golden State got 2 in a row. 17 and 18.
Okay.
Yeah, 17, 18. Golden State was the last team to repeat. So we haven't had a repeat champion in about 8 years.
I could see the Knicks coming out of the East, but for some reason I don't see them winning it again.
It's a little tougher now to win. We don't have a dynasty built. We don't have a team that's built to just win multiple championships.
Do you think the Knicks? How do you think the Knicks? And this for you too, Hawks ATL. How do you think the Knicks and a healthy OKC would have squared off? How you think that would have turned out?
The Knicks got the best starting 5
in the East, maybe the league.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, they definitely.
The Knicks got Drummond. Knicks signed Drummond. Drummond.
Okay. He replacing Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah. It's not the NBA, but I believe Wilkes Hickey team won back. Oh boy.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think a healthy OKC would be tough to beat.
Yeah, we're gonna see. We definitely gonna see, man.
Right.
Interesting though, man. ATL, thanks, man. Thanks for tuning in.
Some real good comments, man. Appreciate those good comments, man. Definitely.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button over there on YouTube.
I'm still a little bit hurt, man. By saying Trey washed, man. that hit a little below the belt.
Yeah. LA Palenka is going to surprise you. Okay. All right. I mean, I know there's a lot of raisins in the potato salad over there.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see, man.
You're gonna have to show me. I'm from Missouri. You're gonna have to show me. Spurs and
Yes.
OKC beat each other up in the Western Finals. That
Yes,
was a great finals too.
Yes, they did.
That
Yes,
was a
they
great
did.
Western Finals, man.
Yes, they did.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah, man. But you know, this the NBA, man. You know, it's the new year in the NBA. Try a lot of trades happening and free agents
Yeah.
moving around, and you know, LeBron getting ready for year 23, and
Right.
we're trying to see where him and Savannah gonna be at. So you know,
Yeah. He gonna be a granddaddy by the time the season start or during the
yeah,
season.
yeah, you know,
And I'm still wondering if there ever been a grandfather in the NBA before.
inquiring minds want to know. They're gonna be like Princeton. You talking about the Lakers?
The Lakers.
I told you it's Duke East. I mean Duke West. Knicks had the advantage.
Yes, they did. Yes, they
played
did.
4 games,
Well
24
rested.
games. Crazy rest. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And I said that before the finals even started.
Yeah.
You know, that rest, man, is key. You know, they were
And they were-
healthy. They were very well rested going into the final. I mean, they only
Yeah.
lost one game in the playoffs, didn't they?
Well, I remember
Right after the first round.
they Knicks won that first game, and I know I sent you a text message. I said, "Man, the Knicks got the potential to sweep this series."
Yeah. Yeah.
They didn't sweep, but they only lost one game.
The game your president was at.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, down. President Trump did attend one game,
Yeah. He put the whammy on them boys.
and Donald Trump Spike. He trumped all them, Fat Joe, everybody that was there.
Yeah.
What's the Kansas City Chiefs tight end wife?
What is her name?
What is her name? Superstar girl.
Yeah.
Trumped her. All them Knick fans that was there.
Yeah. And they treated him like he was on stage at the Apollo.
Yeah, they did. The Knicks did destroy that Eastern Conference, man. And I must admit, man, when I looked at that Knick team, and you looked at how strong, like Hart, the way he play, and obviously Jalen Brunson, man, is probably I think him and Shea might be the top bucket getters in the league. I mean, that guy can get a bucket when he want it, man.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the best differential in NBA history. How about that? That's some news right there.
So Hawks, are you a Knicks fan? Or you just a basketball fan? You
Sound
know,
like a basketball fan. If he got Hawks as his name down there, he's definitely a Hawks guy. But just keeping it real.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift is who I was thinking about.
Thanks to Landon.
Landon helped us.
Yeah, thanks to Landon for that. I'm sure he's a Swiftie, as they call the Swiftie fans, as opposed to the Beehive.
Ain't that something?
Yeah.
In every game.
You'd be surprised who are Swifties and who is not. Landon, I'm shocked.
Yeah, that was man, for the Knicks to come back in all those games, man, was just unreal. It was unreal.
Yeah, Hawks are here, basketball head.
Yeah, it sound like it.
Definitely, man. You definitely on your stuff.
Yeah.
You definitely. So do you live in Atlanta? So like, you know, we digging now. You know,
Right.
You down there? You live in the A, or you just, you know, that's just you from the A. You know, so yeah, we you know, appreciate your insight, your input today, for real, man.
Mm,
You know, save me from having to do some research
for real.
a couple times. You know,
Definitely.
but yeah, man, it's you know, I'm the guy. You know, I coach basketball. It's always basketball season. That's a saying I have. I've been saying that for years. You know what I'm saying? from the able play overseas. Okay, what's up? That's what's up,
Okay.
man. Congrats
Okay.
on that. Where you
Yeah.
playing at, man?
Yeah.
And then you give us a little background. Where did you play college ball? Where you play
Absolutely.
your college ball at, man? Shoot, we might have to bring you on, man.
Talk about yourself, right?
Yeah, you know, we had to bring you on, man. You know,
Exactly.
congrats on that. Because I know,
Absolutely.
man, I coach high school basketball up here in Baltimore, and
Yeah.
oh man, that grind, and you know, again, my God, Terry Nolan, you know, play a little pro ball overseas.
Yeah. It's always good to hear those experiences. And okay, he was at ECU. Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, that's
What's
good
up,
stuff,
man?
man. To be able to make it to that level mean that you can ball.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
You're a real baller.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
Make it
indeed.
professional. Yeah, that's good stuff.
Indeed. That's what's up, man. Congrats on all your success on
Yeah,
the court, man.
absolutely.
That's what's up. It's good stuff. You know, and again, for the, you know, once again, just thanks for all your input. Thanks for tuning in.
And I mean the fact that we talk about, you know, even bringing you on, man, as a guest on the show. We're definitely open to that, to hear about your career and how you journeyed and maneuvered to be able to play professional ball overseas, and you know, all the challenges and all that stuff, man. It's always interesting when sports fans be able to hear somebody's journey to make it to that point. It's not easy. It's not easy to get where you got. That's for sure.
You played at ECU. Were you did you play during the NIL era? You know, were you able to get a couple of dollars
to get any money out the deal? Right. Right. You might have missed that. I don't know.
You know. Say you just stacking bread tax free. Hey.
How about that? That's what's up.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, that's what's up. What's going on with Big Tigger down there, man? What's the story with him? Oh, Big Tigger boy going through some stuff, man.
Yeah. You see the video that posted up today?
Yeah. I saw that latest video. I heard old Frank Ski filling in for him.
Is that what's happening?
Yeah, filling in for him on the V103. Yeah. But the latest is, man, that his wife was arrested last night.
Is that right?
For the missing child.
Well,
I missed the NIL, yeah. But we're still getting a couple of dollars. See, that's what's up. That's when NIL was under the table.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. More power to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
God damn it, they put so much restriction on college athletes where you can't do this and can't do that. You know, there you go. The boosters was paying. Goddamn right.
Hell yeah.
Right. You doing them little handshakes at the dinners.
Hell yeah.
Alumni dinners, man. You get the handshake with the envelope. Yeah.
Exactly.
I feel you. You know, I'm congrats, man. Just for you know, how many years did you play down ECU?
All that damn money, these money these guys making for these colleges, man. They weren't trying to unreal money.
Unreal. You know. But yeah, man, you know, goddamn. So old girl got locked up, huh?
Yeah, man. So they you know, all the foolishness, all the videos and everything, but she got locked up. Only did 4 years. That's good, man. That's good. And so she's got really basically locked up because her child that's been missing for 7 years, and they've always thought that the child was with her. You know, they just ain't know where she was at. But when Tigger came out and announced that he was having a baby, that's when, and some pictures hit the mainstream, the internet. That's when the father, Darrell Williams, was able to see that that's where she was. She was in Atlanta. She was with Tigger. And that's when they started reaching out to Tigger. He started reaching out to Tigger saying, hey, I'm looking for my daughter. You know, she's been missing since whatever year that was, 2014 to whatever, 2019 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And Tigger wouldn't answer. Eventually, Tigger blocked him and blocked a whole bunch. It was a Baltimore contingent reaching out to him,
Yeah.
and they wound up blocking. He was just blocking everybody, and that was before all this foolishness came out with him and her. But now he's going through it, and
Before with this dude,
he
man.
got extra snacks.
Before with this dude, man.
That boy crazy, man. So
So was that the girl that made the video?
yeah, it was on the video talking about.
No. I'm talking about the one that was filming it. Was that the daughter that they was looking for that filmed the video, or?
No, that was a son. A son
was a son.
filmed it. Yeah, it was a son talking about, get off of her,
Yeah, Mr. Tigger.
Mr. Tigger.
So they don't know. They still don't know where the girl is at yet.
Well, I think they know something.
Mm-hmm.
It hasn't all come out yet, but they certainly filed warrants for her, and they caught her on. They had a bolo out for her,
Mm-hmm.
and they caught her on I-85 North, like two hours north of Atlanta, last night with two of her children in the vehicle with her. Don't quite know where she was going, but the word is that she understood that there was a warrant out for her, and she was dipping,
Mm-hmm.
getting up out of Dodge, and but they caught her up there, and they arrested her. And
Wow.
apparently Tigger, one of the children that she had with her was Tigger's, and Tigger came and got his son. And so yeah, that was the story with that.
This is some solid advice to anybody with young athletes
Yeah.
that's just trying to get to the next
Execute.
level.
Yeah.
Whatever that level is, if you are a youth player trying to play on your high school team, if you're a high school player trying to get to your college, if you're a college guy trying to get to
Yeah.
professional levels, man, listen to your coaches.
Right.
Stay on your grind, work on your game. When you're tired, anyone can play fresh. Learn to execute when you are tired.
That's something, man. You don't really hear a lot of people say that.
And this is why Coach
Execute
Kenny
when
was
you're
always
tired.
blowing the damn whistle, making you run them 17s and them suicides and them sprints, and then have you on the free throw line when you're dead tired, man. It's all mind over matter.
Coach Kenny, boy, you gonna be tired when the real practice start.
Yeah. Yeah, we ain't even started yet.
You ain't even started yet, and you already tired.
Yeah. I mean, again, sometimes, man, kids look at me, not just me, any coach,
Yeah.
like we don't know the game. You know what I'm saying? Because I learned the game a long time ago. And the game is not played the way that it is when I learned it. You know what I'm saying? And remember, I had Dante Bright on here, and he talked about that, the difference in the game, how he learned it versus how it's played now.
Yeah.
Coach Darnell Dassler from Emerson, he talked about it. There is an adjustment to the style of play. But the game is the game. Basketball is still basketball, man. And I tell my guys, man, if you don't understand the fundamentals of this game, all of the in and outs and all that stuff that y'all work on that don't really amount to nothing, amounts to nothing. You know what I'm saying? If you cannot make a right and left hand layup, you know what I'm saying? If you can't dribble with your left hand, your offhand is as good as you can with your dominant hand. You understand what I'm saying? Simple stuff. Like if you don't understand the basics of this game, if you don't work hard in practice, right? If you're not running out sprints, you know what I'm saying? If you're not attacking the rim on layups at all times, This stuff translates to the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? We keep telling, we always tell kids, it's not a light switch. You can't flip it on and off. When you step on this court, when you're in between these lines, you got to be go. You got to go. You got to go. You got to go. And if you practice that way, you play that way. So what they say, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And my goodness, man. My goodness, he preaching.
Yes, he is.
Do your damage in 3 dribbles, man. These kids want to dribble the air out of the ball.
Ain't that something, man? And for real, man, when he say the game is mental, man, I think that's one of the big advantages that the Knicks had. They won mentally tough team.
Yeah.
Extremely tough.
Yep. Landon said he had them. A lot of coaches want the kids run cross country.
Yeah.
If they don't play other sports.
Wow.
A lot of our guys are football guys, so they're in football during the fall season.
Yeah.
Which, football and basketball shape is 2 different things.
Yeah, that's something, boy.
So sometimes it's an adjustment. Once football season is over, you come to basketball. Now you got to get used to the constant up and down. Football is played in spurts. Football is more of a, you more strength than just mind over matter. But again, we challenge, with kids watching the NBA. They don't watch college basketball like we did once upon a time.
Mm-hmm.
And we encourage them to look at college basketball because it's more conducive to what we're trying to do. Understand how to run a set, understanding pace, pace of the game, understanding defense, playing zone defense and zone principles and things like that. Watch the WNBA. The WNBA is a more, because they're not as athletic as the men. So their game is a lot more fundamental than what you would see in the NBA. The NBA is just a lot of talent, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of athletes. So I went to prep school.
We had to play 3 sports.
I played basketball primarily, but also did track and cross country.
Damn, how about that?
And see, at the school that I'm at, we're not in a position to kind of make those kind of demands of the players. So, we had a regular public school, you know what I'm saying? So while you want your players to play multiple sports or at least be in the gym, working on your game, doing things like that, like we're not in a position just because of how our school is set up to make those kind of demands of players. I think it's advantageous as a coach, if you're able to set those standards for the children, you know what I'm saying? Because again, the bigger goal, man, we know everybody's not going to go to college. Everybody's not going to become professional athletes. We don't train them to become that. Your job as a coach, we're really preparing you for life, wherever life is going to take you. You know what I mean? Whether you become a college athlete or pro athlete, but it's all about the game of life. You know what I'm saying? And again, Hawk said he wanted a free education. And again, when you have that as a goal, and you have to understand what is it going to take to get to that, then you're going to make the sacrifices necessary. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And again, I think sometimes that's the struggle with kids sometimes. They don't understand what it takes to become a high-level basketball player. I look at kids, man, that's, under 6 feet tall. They got these lofty goals, and they want to get to this, and they want to do that. And I'm not a dream killer, but I'm a realist. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, under 6 feet tall, do you understand how talented you have to be to get noticed, to even get a shot? You know what I'm saying? It's not easy. Basketball is a tall man sport. You know what I'm saying? And if you walk in a gym and you 6'8", people going to look, and you're going to get the question, hey, you walking up the street. Somebody, hey, you play ball? There's a lot of 5'11" guys walking up and down the street.
Jalen gave him some hope this year.
Yeah.
So Hawks ATL, did you ever been in any NBA camps or play any G League ball or anything like that? Well, all you got to do with the point that you just made, Kenny, is that all you got to do is look at the history of the NBA and see how many guys 6 feet and under was in the league.
Yeah.
You know,
it ain't many.
It ain't a whole lot when you look at the overall number of players that's been in the league. You know, you start looking at guys like I don't know, what is Jalen Brunson? What is his height? Is he 6'1", 6 feet? I don't know what they list him as. AI probably is about 6 feet tall, but how many AIs you gonna see?
AI wasn't 6 feet.
Right. Spud, Muggsy.
I told you. I stood next to AI, I said, ain't no damn way.
Earl Boykin, right.
Yeah.
Them guys.
And AI was a lightweight.
Right. Yeah, he was a flyweight. And I mean, even, you know, if you can play sports good enough to get a free education, man. I mean, you know how much these college, these stuff, man, that stuff is costly.
Yeah.
It is costly.
Yeah. I got a shout out to my man Mike Capone. Got the beat playing behind us. Can you hear that?
Okay, I can't.
You can't hear it?
Nah.
Yeah, I got a little joint playing behind us. I said I would give him a shout out. Put his joint on, man. This is a little beat game. Shout out when they got Mike Capone. Little something.
Yeah.
Little background music, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
As we great wrap up for the evening. You know, just again, man, you know, sports mix, talking NBA. Draft was a couple weeks ago. We did a great draft, you know.
Yeah, NBA hot right now. Trades, yeah.
Happening.
Yeah.
You know, and again, man, we know we do the show on Tuesday. We ain't one every Tuesday now. The summertime, you know, we can take a couple weeks off here and there.
Yeah.
But if there's something hot going on, we definitely gonna come on and talk.
We'll be on.
You know, we definitely coming on and talk, man. We're gearing up for football season.
Yeah, we ready for that.
Yeah, we guaranteed. He said he was a 5-star Adidas.
Yeah.
ABCD.
Right.
School camp.
Okay.
Nothing with the league, okay?
Good stuff.
We one of them ones then.
Good stuff.
Man, you got what's your government name? You had to Google you.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to Google you, man.
Yeah, no, that's good stuff, man.
Give me a goddamn inbox.
Yeah, it's a pleasure that you connected and joined in tonight. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure. Yeah, let me see, man. Hey, Hawks, man, here's my
That's good stuff, man.
That's my email, man. Send me an email, Hawks. Send me an email, man, so we check you out.
We'd like to get you on for real. Talk about that journey, man. You done mentioned some really good stuff tonight.
Yeah, for sure, man. Hit me. There's my email up there on the screen.
And really to be able to make it to that level that you made it at. And I mean, I think your story could be even more beneficial to the kids playing today, the youngsters playing today, than maybe even somebody that's in the league. You know, to understand that whole thing of being overseas and making it to that point and how you navigate that of being over there and coming back over here and being in a country that maybe the language barrier is there, all that kind of stuff that come into play. So I think your story, man, could really, really be impactful for the youngsters coming up, because that whole thing of being a professional ball player is definitely not relegated to the NBA or to the G League. It's worldwide for sure.
Good luck. I'll be looking out for that email, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah, man. So, coming to the close of another Sports Mix podcast.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got it in. You know, shout out to Landon.
Yeah.
You know, always bringing the heat.
Yeah.
Whether we ask for it or not.
It's coming. Ah, boy, that's some beautiful language right there. Tired of seeing them parents work hard. Oh, man.
That's indeed.
Look, man, just the fact that you were able to go to college, like, for free, and it wasn't on their shoulders. Man, that was huge in itself. Even if your career ended there, man, that's a successful story in itself. And but to make it overseas, is Yahoo still a platform? You talking about your email address?
Yeah, man. How fool this dude, man?
Man, but Hawks ATL, man, just the fact that you made it to college, man, was a success in itself, man, with the cost of going to these schools and everything. And sound like you were a really hard worker, you know, grinding in your game, and it's paying off. And it sounds like it's continued to pay off. And it sounds like, you know, you got your head on right. You know, be careful with the women. Make sure you choose the right one. One of the most important decisions that you ever make in your life is if you're trying to choose a mate for life.
Yeah, you're right about that.
That's a heavy choice, man. So hopefully, you know, you got that down pat and got the right one. But it was certainly a pleasure, man, you being on board. You really made some really good comments. Sound like you got your head on right. Shout out to your parents, man, for raising you the right way.
Yep. They're better than me, but they're not coachable.
See that?
And being coachable is so important. He's right. There are a lot of guys with a lot of talent,
but they ain't coachable.
They don't get far because they're uncoachable.
And being coachable got you where you are right now, Hawks. Got you where you are.
Facts, man. We better wrap this boy up, man. I mean, thanks everybody for tuning in once again.
Yeah.
You know, hit me up, man. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. I ain't on Twitter no more. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Man, hit me up. Something you want to see on the show, something you want to talk about, man, hit me up. Be available. Dean, appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir. Always, man. It's a pleasure.
Until my guy Hawks, salute to you.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you for your input, man. Real, man. Definitely looking forward to chopping it up with you, man. Hit me up on the email. We're gonna link up. Get you up on the show, man.
Yeah.
Until next time. Y'all enjoy the rest of your Tuesday.
Right.
Don't forget it's a holiday in 2 weeks. July 21st is a holiday. Birth of a great one.
It's Coach Kenny's birthday.
I'm hitting double nickels.
Yeah.
I'm coming MJ at the Garden.
Right. And you know, holiday is a conglomeration of two words. Holy day.
Holy day.
So got a holy day in July coming up.
Yes, indeed. If you want to contribute.
There it is.
But y'all have a good one, man. We out of here.
Enjoy.
See y'all next time. Peace.
Peace.
Peace in the Middle East.